Rocky, 2 home games this week taking on the NTDP U17s. This is a nice stretch for you guys with a lot of home games and really getting into a good routine here. Tell me about how that's a nice thing for you guys here after kind of the chaotic stretch right after the holiday break.
It's good to get back to that day-to-day routine, practice, skills, workouts, videos, meetings. I think the guys crave that sort of consistency within the course of their week, and so we didn't have that coming out of the break for the first 2 weeks, and so we're happy to be back. We're looking forward to playing at home.
You look back at last weekend, 2 low-scoring and tight hockey games. What were the biggest takeaways?
We didn't play up to our ability level. We didn't compete hard enough. We didn't touch pucks. We didn't extend possessions. We didn't get to the inside of the ice. We were happy to be perimeter hockey, and when you do that, you only score 3 goals in 6 periods of hockey plus overtime, and so it was a learning lesson for us, a recognition of where we weren't doing enough to be successful, and the response so far this week has been good.
You said that after last weekend's games that this has the opportunity to kind of light the fire a little bit. So you've liked what you've seen in practice since?
Yeah, I mean, we're at that point now. We're halfway through the season. We understand what our identity and what our process is as a group. We know what it takes to have a great culture. Now we need to fight for that every day, and so the message was sent loud and clear that we have choices to make in that locker room of what we want to try to accomplish as a group this year, and the guys are all in favor of chasing a championship like I knew they would be, and so they have to make those hard decisions on a daily basis. They have to be disciplined, they have to have attention to detail, and they have to hold each other accountable.
Penalty kill has been superb since returning from Christmas. What stood out the most about it?
I thought we did a really good job of forcing dumps, getting good clears. We stayed in lanes, good sticks. I didn't think we gave up any grade A opportunities. Kept them on the perimeter, made it difficult, and we're facing a very talented group this weekend. We need to stay out of the box. I think that's been part of our issue. We're taking a little bit too many stick penalties, penalties in bad areas of the ice, and so we need to eliminate that stuff. But we have to be conscious of the talent that the group has coming in this weekend and be ready and prepared for it.
I would imagine one of the challenges with the national team here is just the speed of the guys, even though they are, like you said, 16-year-olds.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're going to be just as fast as they are. They're a great group. They're talented. They can skate. They can make plays. There's no doubt about that. But I think we're prepared for that speed. I think we see that in the Western Conference all the time, and so it's something we'll be comfortable with.
Haven't had a lot of these weekends with playing the same opponent twice. We talked about this a lot last season. That group did such a good job the second time they saw a team. For you guys this year, is that nice to get a look at a team twice, good or bad, whatever happens the first night?
Yeah, I mean, it's something I'm used to, as the bulk of my career has been that way. Now we've gotten accustomed to different opponents over the course of a weekend here in the last 4 years, but I like the idea of having to play a team twice. You play them on Friday, you have to make some adjustments, some changes, there's some additional coaching that goes into it, and the guys have to be able to react on the fly, and so that's the enjoyable part of that. I think the fans like to see the tenacity of a second game in 2 nights against the same team, and so it should be a great weekend.
14 points in the last 4 games for that Malte, Picard, Loomer line. Those guys have really gelled well together, and you've talked a lot about the veteran presence that they bring to the group. How fun has it been to roll that line out lately?
Yeah, I mean, they're competitive individually and collectively. They defend well. They're willing to do the hard things to be successful, and I think they got away a little bit from their game on Saturday. And they immediately recognized it, and that's the most fun about coaching guys like that, is they have a recognition of when they're good, when they're not good, what they need to do to improve. They hold each other accountable. There's not a whole lot of discussion that needs to happen from the coach's perspective, because they have that pro work-like approach, and so they've been able to create a lot and have a lot of success.